What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and boy am I excited for this new season. We just came off of a huge offseason, a great draft, some excellent free agent signings, and I'm gotta tell you right now, this season I think is really gonna make the difference and really put us on the right path for the future. Now I know it's been a while, we only had one video last week, but I've been hard at work on this file. I've been really trying to make sure that all the teams are getting a fair shake, making sure that, there's not an abundance of players at one position on one team when they could be used elsewhere. So I took the week, I did a few trades, I made a few moves, not only for the Vikings, but I also made moves for the other teams. I am starting to put my profile on autopilot and letting them sit on the other teams. After seeing the comment, about I could just let them sit on autopilot, I did take that into consideration. I thought about it a little bit more, and I guess what I could do is I can put all the profiles on a team, and then if I have to make a trade with that team, I'll just take them off the profile and just delete that character, and I'll just restart, because it doesn't ruin anything for the team. I only pick up as the coach that's there, and that's it. So before we get too far into the video, we are obviously going to watch some preseason action today. But I wanted to do a quick rundown of what the league is looking like, some of the moves that I made for the teams, so we all have a better understanding of the teams that we're going to be going up against. You can see here again, we're going to face the Jets in week 1. I don't think Madden knows how to regenerate preseason schedules. It's been an issue ongoing for many years. Whatever your preseason schedule is pretty much what it's going to be, no matter what. The first move I made was I decided to trade Jameis Winston to the Texans. Now, we all know that we traded Dalvin Cook to the Texans. They are building a decent squad, but they never took a quarterback in the draft. I was not sure why they didn't, but that's what happened. So with the Dolphins having Zachary Farr now, Jameis Winston was sort of out of the loop. We went ahead and we changed him and we moved him over to the Texans. And in exchange for Jameis Winston, the Dolphins end up receiving Bobby Evans at right tackle and a third-round pick. So both sides won. The Texans now have a guy they can rely on for the season, and Dalvin Cook isn't left without a quarterback this year. The Dolphins were a very popular trade partner for me, as you can see. They also had Tua Tagovailoa, and he was just sitting back there. They draft Zachary Farr, they brought in Jameis Winston. He never had a shot at starting in Miami again. But he's still 25. And since the Buccaneers did not take a quarterback either, I orchestrated a trade between the Buccaneers and the Dolphins, so now Tua has a chance to start one last time before his career is going to be done. And in order to get him, the Buccaneers gave up Gardner Minshew, which is a pretty quality backup for Zachary Farr, and they also gave up a third and a fourth-round pick. And if you guys remember, I mentioned during free agency that the Bengals really were going hard at it when they decided to sign 2 middle linebackers. I went and looked at the team, and it turns out they have a lot of linebackers, and they must have, offered it to both of them, just hoping one would sign. After that happened, though, I didn't want Bobby Wagner or the other guys to just be sitting on a bench because the CPU doesn't know how to properly handle free agency. So I went ahead and made Bobby Wagner move to the Jets. The Jets were a surprise team last year. Zach Wilson had an incredible season, and they are really on a path to making a push for a win now mode. So I went and I got Bobby Wagner onto the team, and in exchange for Bobby Wagner, the Bengals end up receiving 2 linemen, which is an area that they were really hurting in. Now, it wasn't any of the starters from the Jets, like, the young guys they just drafted. It was some veterans, not the highest overall, but something that's really going to contribute to them. And I believe I also did a 3rd or 4th round pick. I'm not 100% sure. I can go back and check, but Bobby Wagner getting moved over here at 33. I didn't think that he needed a huge trade market for that reason. And now the Jets have a really good linebacker core. Speaking of the Jets, they also went ahead and signed a couple of extra running backs when they really didn't need them. They already have Leonard Fournette. They have Michael Carter. They drafted Lawrence Pemberton. They had a really stacked room. And Kenyan Drake was another guy that they signed. So I went around and I looked through the league, and I saw that the Lions have DeAndre Swift, but they didn't really have a guy as versatile as Kenyan Drake to sort of play that 1-2 combo for the Lions. And right now in Madden, with the fatigue that carries over game to game and the way that the games play out, you really have to have two guys. You can't just, this isn't 2012 with Adrian Peterson and the Vikings. You can't just run one guy 25, 30 times a game and not expect some issues. So I went and made the move to get Kenyan Drake over here to the Lions to help out with DeAndre Swift, and that's also another receiving threat for Jared Goff. And in exchange for Kenyan Drake, the Jets ended up getting another lineman in CAMRYN Clark, and I believe there was a mid to late round pick thrown in there. Not too much because, again, Drake is 29. Running back is not a very hot commodity in this franchise file right now because of all the good ones that have come in the draft the last 2 years and the guys who are already sitting behind that have gotten progressively better since we started this franchise. Oh, and I did forget to mention that I sent Rob Baker, who was the backup quarterback here for the Lions, to the Jets as well in this trade, since the Lions went ahead and drafted the rookie quarterback, and the Jets desperately needed a backup. And because of the stacked running back rooms, there was more guys just stacked up on teams. The Patriots were another team. They signed every running back they could. They had like 12 of them on the roster. I'm not kidding. And between Damian Harris, I think they drafted a rookie, and they signed somebody else. Chase Edmonds was signed this last offseason. He was just sitting there again. And Edmonds is another guy who is very versatile, sort of like Kenyan Drake, who can catch it out of the backfield. Obviously, he's an elusive back. So I decided to, again, move him to somewhere where he can be more helpful to the team. Washington football team desperately needed a number 2. They have Antonio Gibson, of course, but behind him, they had a bunch of 66 and 65s. So we made the move. We traded Chase Edmonds to the Washington football team, and in exchange for that, the Washington football team received a left end named Mike Cotton, who was drafted, I think, last year, but he was behind a different rookie that was better than him already. It was just a weird situation. I'm trying to sort of fight back against the bad AI of Madden, so I know that usually a second-year pro is not going to get traded, but they were just going to get buried on this team. So now the Patriots have a decent lineman to build off of. The Washington football team has a veteran running back to help with Antonio Gibson, and they also received a wide receiver that was way far down on the depth chart for the Patriots in Clyde Hurst. One of the last big names to get moved was Tyler Boyd. Now, last year, I was on the Bengals for the sole purpose of making sure that T. Higgins and Jamar Chase got plenty of playing time, because that's the way the Bengals were sort of moving things around in real life. I've noticed that Boyd was more of the 3 guy, and they were trying to get Higgins and Chase involved. So after the Chiefs lost Tyreek Hill, with Boyd just sitting on the Bengals depth chart, also the Bengals drafting other guys, I decided to make the move, give Tyler Boyd one last shot to start on another team. So we traded him over to the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, in exchange for him, the Bengals received a 3rd-round pick and Blessuan Austin, a corner, to help with their corner depth that they were not exactly lacking in, but they could definitely use some more help there. And last but not least, I told you guys I'm fair. I don't discriminate against teams in my franchise series, even if it's a negative for me. And what I did was, I remember last year, after the signing of a couple of receivers, I'm blanking on who it was, but the Colts made 2 big moves for receivers, and Michael Pittman got shoved down the depth chart to like 4th, 5th, or 6th spot. He wasn't seeing the field at all. There was even he was on the trade block. So I decided to go ahead and get him over to the Green Bay Packers, because the Packers lost Davante Adams. They have not drafted a guy to really replace anybody. They have Allen Lazard. They also brought in N'Keal Harry, and now they have Michael Pittman as well. So the Packers had a lineman named Kingsley Keke. I think I'm saying that right. Maybe not. And I went ahead and traded him over to the Colts, so that way there was some balance to the trade. Now, Keke was a backup to a guy the Packers just drafted, so he's not going to be missed by the Packers. He was going to be a backup, and he wasn't bad enough to be a backup. He's actually a pretty solid guy, and I'll probably end up starting for the Colts at some point, if not already. I haven't looked at their depth chart. But Michael Pittman, he needed a new home. The Packers need new receivers. They just lost Aaron Rodgers. Jordan Love's going to need all the help he gets, so now they get Michael Pittman Jr., a big-bodied guy with star dev that hopefully can build up on something in Green Bay. And now for our team, the Vikings. I only did one trade, and then I just signed a few guys to fill out the roster and to also add some depth for preseason so we can see who's going to be the best fit. The one trade I made was with the Giants. And now the reason for this is we have drafted receivers back-to-back years, but we haven't really gotten one that I think could develop potentially. And we haven't really found anybody that is standing out to the point of like, wow, you know this guy's going to be good. So I wanted an extra body. And if you guys know me from the RFL, you know I love my wide receivers. So I went ahead and I traded for Deonthe Whiting. Now, Deonthe Whiting was the 5th receiver on the Giants roster. They drafted a couple of other guys. They signed another one. He wasn't going to get any playing time. On our roster, he immediately fights for the 3rd spot and is obviously the best option for the 4th spot. So we bring him in, and in exchange, I traded the Giants a bunch of mid-round picks. I think it was a 3rd, a 4th, and then I also had Amir Smith-Marset in there with the trade package to bring Deonthe Whiting to Minnesota. And yes, I have a player that has a single-digit number on. If you know me from the RFL, you're going to know why. That's going to be surprising, but hey, got to roll with the time sometimes. Wide receivers, I don't mind. Everything else bothers me, but it's okay. Now, as for the guys that I signed to the team to fill out the roster, really wasn't many guys to talk about that are going to have an immediate impact. I signed Connor McGovern here just to be a reserve player and a backup for us. I also signed, oh, where is he? Crap. Well, it's another tackle. His name is Sam Wentz. He's on the left guard. He's lower than Connor McGovern. I think he's like a 67. Just, again, another depth guy for us to have. I also signed Rick Wagner as another backup and veteran leadership on the team. We ended up losing Brian O'Neill for this week's game for a practice injury. So I wanted to make sure we had depth for the preseason, and who knows, he might end up sticking on the roster with us because of, you know, his abilities and because he's a veteran, he knows what he's doing. Jake PIZZO, or PIZZO, I'm thinking it's PIZZO. Jake PIZZO was a guy I found in free agency as an undrafted rookie, and I had to sign him. So I brought in Jake PIZZO as well. We're going to have a whole lot of receivers this year. We're really going to find out who is going to be the best for this team and be able to decide who's going to stay, of course, at the end of week 3. For some more depth and more veterans on the team, I brought in Dylan Cole. I don't know if he's going to stick to the roster or not. It's going to depend. We knew that Jordan Peterson wasn't really going to be able to become that guy for us. So in the chance that he can't, and we don't see anything out of him this preseason, I might end up just keeping Dylan Cole instead. He's a better overall, he's a veteran, and he's even better at the pass coverage portion of things already. So that might be a spot where we go. I don't know yet. And then the last person I signed is a familiar face if you're a Vikings fan, Kenny Willix. He was sitting in free agency. I decided to sign him, bring him in for the preseason. I always was hoping that this guy would be able to play well. I remember when he was drafted, there was talks of him being a very underrated player. So we're going to give him another shot and see. Who knows? Maybe he ends up sticking to the roster, but at least he'll be on our team for the preseason for, again, that depth to make sure we have enough rotation. Now on to the guys who were part of the dedicated offseason. There was only 2 of them that were affected. And the reason for that is the other ones that were chosen, there was none. There was 4th halfback and there wasn't 4, or there was 3 left ends and there wasn't a 3rd one. So what I did there is I just skipped them. If they don't have an actual position, I'm just skipping them to make sure we're still limiting how many people are really getting these huge boosts. But Darvion McKenzie was the one for the Eagles who gets moved to Superstar and goes up to a 73 overall. He was drafted in the 5th round. And so now he becomes a guy that we have to keep an eye on because he is in a crowded room right now. But I don't know if guys like Rager or Valdez-Scantling are going to stick around long, especially with guys like Hayden, McKenzie, and Oscar McCann now too sitting back here. I'm literally only mentioning him for transparency. Carter BOWANKO got moved to Superstar. He was a 5th round pick as well from the Raiders. He's only a 66 overall, but now with that Superstar dev, he might end up being a starter for this team down the line. Again, I only mentioned him for transparency. I don't want to, you know, hide things or not have things be talked about and then have questions later. So there it is. So what I was talking about before was actually the late round gems, not the dedicated offseason. The dedicated offseason ended up having about 4 or 5 guys. A couple of them I'll mention because that makes sense. The other ones, I don't really think it's going to make any difference in their career. But Buckner, just because of his overall, is somebody I had to mention. He was part of it, and he goes up to a 99 overall, 98 without the scheme fit, but he gained like 2 overalls, I believe. And if he wasn't good enough already, Brian Burns also received the dedicated offseason, and he goes up to a 96 overall for the Panthers. A good sign for the Texans is they did not have anybody at this position, really. Well, they did. They had Najee Baker, but he wasn't, you know, an incredible talent. He ends up going up 2 or 3 overall to a 69, a part of the dedicated offseason for them. So now he'll be a little bit better for them moving forward. Last one I'll mention is CAMRYN BYNUM. So he was part of the dedicated offseason. We didn't have anything for the late round gems one. We didn't get that at all. We didn't have anything for the first round busts or the early pick busts or the lazy offseason. Both of them had a 0 on the sheet, so that means I'm not supposed to put anything against them. Like, no matter who's listed there, I just don't touch them. Bynum was one of the guys listed on the dedicated offseason. He goes up from a 69 to a 71. No change in dev. It's just adjust the ratings a little bit. But so he did gain that boost. So there we have it, guys. That is the quick update I wanted to do. As you can see, we have a lot of changes that took place, and I'm sort of excited to see how some of the new guys on teams fare, like Jameis Winston and Tua. I think it's going to be great to see these storylines play out, and hopefully it does help these teams continue to stay competitive while they're trying to rebuild. Again, without these trades, I feel like both of the teams, the Bucs and the Texans, would have just fallen on their face, and it would have just really ruined the fun. I'm really excited about where this team is going. This offseason was the turning point, I think. You can see we have a lot of different looks now. Hopkins is the starter. Madison is the starter. Glover. All of these players that were not here last year, we had such a good offseason. I'm really, really excited about this. Our defense still looks pretty much the same as last year. Actually, no, there is no new starter. Everybody for starting wise is the same as last year, except we did bring in Connor McElroy. And of course, we have our new backup D tackles that we're going to work on, Donovan Turner and Devontae Coleman. And then, of course, AJ Alexander, one of my favorite picks for this year's draft. So much of everything still the same. I can't wait to get into this game, guys. Let's go ahead and get right to it. It's game time. We are back in New York for our second straight preseason game. I'm a little nervous about this, guys, because I've been, like I said before, I've been working on these Jets. I've been trying to help them with their little surge into the playoffs last year to get into more of a win-now mode, and I think I might have made them even too good. They have a lot of talent on this team now, but so do we. We have a lot of new players, a lot of new looks. The question is, will they play together? Will the improvements we made make a difference? That's yet to be seen, but hopefully we can get off to a good start. One other thing I did forget to mention, I did change up our playbook. I actually brought in my own playbook. I did a little adjustments. I made the changes I wanted to make. So we're going to be rocking a new playbook today, and I'm really hoping that it works out well. We're going to start things off on defense today, and like I said, Wilson, he's up to an 82 now. This guy has got some good stuff behind him. 96 throw power. I didn't even know his throw power was that good. Wow. Well, let's see what we can do. Can our defense step up? This has been one of our main issues in this series so far, is our defensive performance. Oh, we got Carter going out to the backfield right out of the gate. Quick pass over the middle. He's got Godwin for the slant. Nice pass by Wilson. And I did give Godwin number 12 now that it was available. I just felt it was weird. He only had 14 because of Tom Brady forcing him to take 12. We all know it was a force. We get some pressure. No, we can. He gets rid of it off to the sideline, and it's caught. And oh, no. Mekhi Becton is hurt. Oh, you hate to see that. You hate to see that. And he's going to the locker room. That's unfortunate for the Jets. That really is. Dang. Okay, well. We got him 2nd and 7 here. Can we make a play? Can this defense finally start making some noise? He gets rid of it again, and it's caught on the sideline. Michael Carter out of bounds at the 42. We do hold him to 3rd and 5, though. Can we get this 3 and out? Our defense has been one of our main concerns so far this year. We need them to start making plays. Oh, we got pressure, and he still gets it off to Elijah Moore. A great pass. Great catch on the sideline. And yes, if you noticed, I did do some adjustments to people's gear, and he fires it to the tight end. Nice gain of about 7. But yes, I did change some guys' gear. I had to have these guys looking cool, man. I can't have all of them out here with taped wrists and gloves and nothing else. So you're going to see guys that look a little bit different, but it's okay. Handoff at the middle, and there's a hole there for Carter to the 41. And that's going to give them a fresh set of downs. Wilson's passing a lot this drive. We got pressure, and he still gets rid of it to open Elijah Moore. A beautiful pass. Barely fit that in there. And they get the first down, and the Jets are driving on us. Passing again, another nice pressure, but again, not there soon enough. We end up giving up the play to Dallas Goedert, the new tight end. Looks like he's going to be a favorite target of Wilson already. Handoff. Oh, he breaks free! He breaks free from Dalvin Tomlinson and somehow gets down to the 9. Wow. Little Michael Carter. Last year, he mossed Cam Dantzler, and this year, he just trucked Dalvin Tomlinson pretty much. Look at Tomlinson. He was so confused. He's like, what the heck? That's not supposed to happen. 1st and goal. Man, this is looking a lot like last year, guys. Pitch right. Hunter's out there, and he misses him. Oh, no. Luckily, he doesn't get the touchdown, but Hunter not fast enough to cover to the outside. Carter able to slip up inside, get a gain of 3 out of it. Another handoff. And this time, it's not going to work. LaMichael Pirine on the carry, gain of 2. They got the bunch set. We got to look for the bench play here. That's exactly what they're running. He throws it to Davis on the outside and overthrows him by an inch or 2. We got lucky. We don't do too bad. We force the field goal at least. And here comes Whiting on his first return, getting out to the 25. I really like Whiting. I made him look really cool, guys. I don't care what you guys think. I think he looks awesome right now with the yellow gloves, the white sleeve. And here he is, Taylor Hopkins, our 1st round pick, 2nd overall, 77 overall. He's got hidden dev. Can Hopkins lead us to the promised land? Can he become our franchise quarterback? Let's see what he can do on his first drive as a Viking. He's passing it right away, and oh my God, he gets smothered in the backfield by Franklin Myers. That's not how we're supposed to start this game, guys. Oh, man. Brian O'Neill's injury is hurting us on the first play. Wilkinson gets beat off the edge. Myers is there to clean up, and we start this drive with a sack. Not the way we wanted to start, for sure. All right, Hopkins, so you got your welcome to the NFL moment. Now, give us something. Oh, no, and he throws it away. Rookie's already looking panicky back there. Man, I hyped this whole team up just like for 5 minutes before the game, and now we're going to come out like this? And what was that? He missed them again. Oh, my gosh. Well, that was an ugly drive for us. Come on, defense. Give us some momentum back here. Gets rid of it, and oh, Dantzler there to make the play. Gain of 2 on the quick check down for Wilson. Carter going on the outside again. Keep an eye on him for the route. He got us last year on this play, I think. And he goes, nope, he goes to Carter, and Carter's got the first down. It wasn't the streak route that we got burned on. But you saw how far back Dantzler was. He was scared. He was like, this ain't happening to me again. But give up the short run, or the short catch. Another handoff to Carter, and he is across midfield down to the 48. And wide open over the middle, or wide open hole up the middle, I should say, for Carter. 3rd and inches, and he's tired. You better not run him again. He might end up fumbling. Don't do it. They're gonna do it anyway. Hit him! Hit him! We don't hit him. Okay, flag down. What is this? All right, we'll take that. We'll take that, Sam Tevi. Okay, 3rd and 7. Can we get off the field this time? Second chance. You can't blow all the second chances. Come on, guys. It's picked off. There we go. Eric Kendricks making the play. Excellent job. The pressure has been getting to Wilson. It's just never gotten there quick enough. But you can see eventually it's going to start leading to these kind of errant throws. When you're getting pressure on the quarterback, you're going to throw him off his rhythm. He's not going to be able to deliver the ball with precise accuracy. And right there, I think that's what we saw. All right, Hopkins. You came out really bad the last time. We need you to shape up here. We got a full Panther backfield. Handoff to Madison, and he's going to get to the line of scrimmage pretty much. Gain of 2. We're already running close to the end of the first quarter here. The Jets have dominated us so far this game. Hopkins is chucking it deep, and it's caught by Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen with the jump ball. Just like last year, he picks up right where he left off. Nobody cares about regression. Thielen is still a beast. I'm not expecting him to be an all-pro in one season, but we just want a guy that can make the plays. Back to pass again, and he's rolling out of the pocket, fires it towards the end. No, he just throws it away. Okay, so gets rid of it. I guess that was a smart play. He could have ran it, but yeah. 2nd down. Handoff to Madison, and Madison gets absolutely demolished by who else but Bobby Wagner. That trade came back to bite us. 3rd and goal. We're going to pass it on. Oh, no! Get rid of it! Get rid of it! No! Oh, C.J. Ham. Nice job trying to recover that and make a play, but wow. I'm not even going to lie, guys. I'm not going to lie. I worked on this playbook for a couple of days, and I've been testing this playbook. The last play, the game I simmed to just sort of test things, we won 58-17, guys. This does not even look like the same playbook than what I've been testing with. So it just goes to show how random sims can be. The last game, we couldn't miss when I was testing. Defense made a play last time. Can they this time? Wilson back to pass under pressure from Jefferson. Has to get rid of it, and it's off target. Beautiful play by Jefferson. Finally, nice to see him get some pressure. We didn't see that at all last year. Quick snap. Wilson looking to Carter off the dump down, and he is pushed down at the 31, working against Whitehead and Dantzler, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Gets rid of it wide open. Corey Davis on the crossing route, working against zone coverage. He waits for him to cross the linebacker, and it's nothing but green grass for him for the 1st down. We're not going to get to see Hopkins anymore. 2 drives, and that's it. That's unfortunate. Hayden Hurst in motion. Look for a run off of the left side there. That's exactly what we get, and there's a huge hole. I saw it from up here. The Vikings didn't see it from down there. Good job, guys. 2nd and 2. These Jets are good, man. I hope that they're just good and we're just not this bad. Another run, another 1st down, and that's going to end the first quarter. First play of the 2nd quarter, and now we have Rob Baker in, the backup that was just drafted. Oh, and he's going deep immediately. No way. Oh, and it's picked off. Connor McElroy, the rookie, making the play on the jump ball. Who cares that you're only 5'10", 5'9"? Wow. What a way to make your appearance in your debut game. Connor McElroy going up and getting it. Kellen Mond time. Can Kellen Mond get us to change the course of this game? He looks over the middle. He's got Matt Greer on his first play. Looks a heck of a lot better than what Hopkins did, that's for sure. I'm already liking this. I know, it's way too soon to say that, but still. 2nd and 5. Mond hands it off. It's Kenny Nwangu, and he's out across the 30. Gain of 7. Nice start for us. Oh, yeah. Antoine Glover, rookie running back in the backfield. Are we going to go to him? Yes, we are. And Glover's got a nice lane off the right side out to the 39, gain of 7. I wanted to work all 3 guys into this. So we have Nwangu, we have Glover, and I also have Strickland playing so we can get a look at everybody. Mond back to pass, lets it go, and it is, who is that? Oh, that's Jake PIZZO. Working in the slot. One thing I did add to the playbook is this pistol formations. I wanted to have more variety, so I added the pistols to the playbook. Mond is, he's in trouble. Oh yeah, he's in trouble. Ryan Huff. That guy was a thorn in our sides last year too. Mond, take a quick step. Oh no, not again. Oh, he's gonna run it. He's going to take off with it. He's got lane. He's got all the way up to the 44. No, across the 50. Very nice run. I got scared there for a second, guys. I'm not going to lie. Mond back, 3rd and 3. We just need 3, Mond. Don't be weird. And he bombs it. And he bombs it out of bounds with a wide open guy sitting right there. Did you see how wide open Nwangu was? He was just sitting there. Why did you loft it? Oh my God, what in the world was that? We just did a fake punt, but instead of like the fullback running it, he tried to pass it. I can't. That's ridiculous. I don't even know what just happened. Hand off to Pemberton, the rookie, and oh, now Donovan Turner's hurt. Oh my gosh. This is a guy we just traded for before the offseason. Or during the offseason. I wanted to build him up. Don't you go to the... Yeah, that's right. You sit on that bench. You don't go to the locker room. Good job. 2nd and 9. We got I formation. Pemberton in the backfield again. Oh, handoff. Pemberton. Cross midfield. That's the rookie I was referring to before we were talking about the Jets. They have a lot of good players on this team, guys. I'm not even going to pretend that the Jets should be bad anymore. They're a really solid team. He's going to Pemberton on the sideline. Got him. Does he have the first on the forward progress? No, he doesn't. 4th and 1. All right, Kellen. Give us something to be excited about here. Glover in the backfield. Bunch set. Nope. Play action on first. This is why I made the playbook. Gets it off to Glover, who's got a lane up the sideline to the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 for us. Glover in the I formation. Hand off to him, and he gets held up at the line. Still gets 3 yards out of it. Not too bad. Bunch set here. Are we running ourselves the bench concept? Yes, we are. And, oh no, Mond's in trouble. He fires it deep, and it is somehow caught, but he is out of bounds. Matt Greer. I have Matt Greer and DeAndre Wilcox both starting for the remainder of this game with Whiting in the slot. Looks over the middle. He's got him. It's Matt Greer inside the 35 to the 33. Mond is looking sharp. 4 of 6 for 47 so far. Hopefully we can keep this up. We got I formation again. This time we're passing out of it. Lets it go to... Oh, he overthrows Wilcox, who was open. He was open much earlier, and this is one of the problems I've been having with Madden is they don't throw the crossing routes on time, the drag routes. Back to pass again. Lets it go this time for Greer, who makes the catch and gets 10. Big set here for us. Mond gets rid of it just in time to the end zone, but overthrows Greer, who was working on, it looked like a corner route, maybe a fade route. We have done a lot of passing this game so far. And as we pass again, another pass. This time it's to PIZZO. PIZZO with the big catch down to the 2. I'm going to say his name wrong probably 15 times. This is where I want to see what this playbook does. I put in a lot of different plays here on the goal line to try to spice it up a little bit. We run it anyway, and Glover gets absolutely demolished by Conklin, and they somehow still give him the touchdown. I don't know if you got in, Glover. If you did, congrats, kid, but I don't know. Yeah, they're going to review that. Conklin pretty much ended his life on that play. And yes, they took it away. I figured that was going to happen. I formation. I'm hoping we run the slants here. I put slants concept in. We're not going to. We're going to run it anyway. And this time Glover gets in. He definitely runs away from Conklin, though. He didn't want to run behind him again. Touchdown for us. Baker looking really sharp on this drive so far. Really bounced back well from that interception. Another pass. He lets it go over the middle, and it's caught again by Dotson down to the 13-yard line. 4 of 5, 41 for Baker. We got to have better coverage over the middle there. That's one of the biggest issues that we've had on defense, is leaving the middle open. And another, they run the same exact play they just ran before to Hayden Hurst, and they get it again down to the 3. They are not afraid to throw it. And beautiful, beautiful play right there. The blitz was coming off the left side. Pemberton sneaks out, makes the catch, and he's in the end zone. Great execution there from Baker. As we get here towards halftime, I know that all my videos have been really long, guys. I do. I understand it. I'm trying not to make them as long. I'm still working on how I can properly cut down these videos a ton without losing the concept or the context of the videos. So if you start seeing these videos get shorter and shorter and less of the game's getting shown, that's why. So just wanted to put that out there for guys to know. As Mon, he's looking to run, and he just does a no-look pass out of bounds. Wilcox didn't like it. He wanted the ball. 2nd and 10. We got 3 timeouts. Can we score here before the half? Come on, Mon. Show us what you got. Finds Barnes over the middle. Gain of 8. Not going to be enough, though, for a first. Nwangu in the backfield, and he's going to take the play action. Mon, and he's going to run it himself. He at least gets the first, but that is all, and now we just had to burn 2 timeouts to gain 10 yards. We need a deep pass here. We need a big play. Can one of our guys make a play? PIZZO's made a couple. Can Wilcox? Greer? Somebody. Whiting. Looks over the middle, and who it is? PIZZO. Surprising me. Another short one, but we get out of bounds at least. Oh, no. I don't think they gave us... Did they give us that catch? Wow, I wasn't even paying attention. Nwangu again. And now... There we go. We call a timeout. We have a time for like one more play, and then we have to kick a field goal. Oh, okay. Or just kick a field goal from midfield. That's a smart thing to do. That's exactly what we should do. Yeah, and we missed it. What did you think was going to happen? All right, well, now we just gave the Jets a perfect opportunity to score again before the half. That's awesome. Thanks, Madden. And he's hit as he throws. Mims still makes the catch, but he is tackled in bounds with only 4 seconds left. So we're probably going to see a Hail Mary throw, and we'll hit the halftime. 3rd quarter starting. We didn't end the first half on a good note. Can we get back on track here? Hand off to Glover. Has a little crease off the left side out across the 30 to the 35. Gain of 6. Another handoff off the left side. Or the right side, sorry. Gain of 2. And 3rd and 2 now. I also implemented a lot more passing on 3rd and short, and we don't. But Nwangu gets the first down. Got to get rid of it. Pressure coming. He does to Whiting, who will get across the 45 to the 46. I do want to see these guys get involved, though. I want to see what Wilcox can do. We've seen what Greer can do somewhat. Gonna roll out, lets it go, and it's incomplete. Looking for Wilcox, but a great play. All right, Mond. It's your time to shine here, man. Let's go. Hand off to Nwangu. Tries to switch up field, but nothing there. Gain of 1. Here comes that pistol look. Glover in the backfield. Oh, Wilcox is in motion. We're running it. Oh, we're not running. Is this the deep shot? No, he's going to take off with it. And he's got plenty of room. All the way out to midfield. I'm loving Mond right now. I mean, granted, it's against the backup, so I'm not sitting here pretending that he's better than Hopkins, but he has definitely given us more variety when it comes to running the ball, which is something I did want in a quarterback. We were not able to get one, unfortunately. And hit as he throws. Looked like he had a guy, but again, got hit in the throwing arm. That's going to mess up the pass every time. Why is Bobby Wagner and C.J. Mosley still playing? And, oh my gosh, that was a horrible throw. That should have never been thrown. Jets driving again. Baker to pass, and he gets hit as he throws. We almost got our first sack, but still, they're eluding him very well. And another pass to Hurst. And oh my gosh, Hurst just destroyed Chaz Surratt. Hey, you better look, yeah, you better want to go to the sidelines after that, man. Yikes. Well, guys, it looks like defense might still be a problem for us this year. Hand off to Pemberton, wide open lane off the left side, down inside the 15, and now Kenny Willix is hurt. Well, that's unfortunate. Is he going to the locker room, or is it a small one? Oh, yeah, or just don't show me. Oh, that works, too. I didn't want to know. Thank you. Another handoff to Pemberton, who's got somewhat of a lane. CAMRYN BYNUM comes up to make the play at the 8-yard line. 8 carries, 40 yards. I wish we could have that kind of success. You know, I don't want to hold things too much against us right now. It's the first week. It's preseason, but... And here's Pemberton again. It just, even with the starters in, we weren't looking good, you know. And the Jets are a pretty evenly matched team compared to us. We're both about at 80 overall across the board. So it's not like we're getting outplayed here because of talent. And there's wide open, and look who it is, Emmett McCoy, last year's first-round pick. If we're going to turn things around, this drive's got to be it, I think. Closing towards the end of the third quarter. Mon, I don't know where you're running. Do you know? What was that? What was that? Mon's looking scared now after that interception. Hand off to Glover, and Glover, I don't know how you run into the lineman there, Glover. You had 2 lanes you could have chose from. You chose the wrong one. You chose the only one there was no space. You could have at least got 2 yards in one of those other ones. All right, 3rd and 11. Oh my gosh. Come on, Mon. Tell me you got some wheels. Oh, we got us the first. There we go. Kellen Mond, 60 yards on 4 carries for him. We need some action from our running backs here. Come on now. Come on, Glover. Handoff. Oh, nice move from Glover across the 40 to the 41. I like that. Nice little shimmy move. Oh my gosh. Oh, he broke free and then got sacked by a different guy. Yeah, go and celebrate that, Mosley. You're playing against a bunch of 3rd and 4th stringers. I hope you feel good about yourself. Why can't Madden fix that? You know, like why can they not fix that? Like, I got nothing but 68s on the line right now, for crying out loud. And another sack. What is happening here? You gotta throw the ball, guy. But hey, it is what it is. It adds to the excitement, sort of. It adds to the anticipation of a solid, good team.
They don't want it, fellas.
Nice play in the backfield to bring up 2nd and 11. Pemberton's been killing us since he came into the game. Hurst in motion. Let's look for that play action over the middle again. That's exactly what it is. And this time he dumps it down to Pemberton, who gets about a yard or 2, falling out of bounds. 3rd and 9. We got to get off the field here, guys. Come on now. Let's get some pressure, get something. No pressure. We give it up, and oh, a nice play by A.J. Alexander, making the stop. 4th down. This is going to be the last drive regardless of what happens, I think, because I do want to see what the backup quarterback, the 3rd string, can do. And, oh my gosh, you had him open. Mon might be able to run, but he cannot deliver the ball. I mean, we still have yet to see what Hopkins can do in a full setting, but that's sort of why I was really leery about trying to go into the season with him. Nice catch for PIZZO on the sidelines. PIZZO? I've got to figure out how to say his name. Third down. Hand off to Strickland, and he's going to have the first down, gain of 3. Oh, no, that was Farrell. That was Farrell. I forgot I subbed him in. Sorry. Thurman Farrell is his name. Look into the end zone. Oh, nope, not quite the end zone. And now our other our backup left tackle is hurt. Awesome. Jerron Christian Jr., Sr. We're having a heck of a day so far, guys. Come on. Got to get rid of it here, man. He does. To the end zone. It's a touchdown. And none other than Wilcox. It takes him almost all day to get a catch, but he gets one here in the fourth quarter to tie things up. 17 all here, 8.5 to go. Can we get a stop? I almost traded for Mims as well. I'm not sure if I remember telling you guys that or not, but Mims is like the 5th or 6th receiver on the Jets. He is buried. Another pass, this one to McCoy, and a fumble! Chaz Surratt forces the fumble, picks up the fumble as well, and we get the ball back at the 24-yard line. And I did sub in Dwayne Curtis, who was a 57 overall, third-string quarterback. I just signed him for either practice squad or depth. And, oh, boy. Did you have to do that? Huh? Did you have to hit him like that on the very first play he was in? Both rookie quarterbacks so far have just gotten destroyed on their first play of their careers. Farrell in the backfield, offset I formation. 2nd and 16 now. Curtis, no, man, you got to throw the... Udo gets blown up. And Curtis, being the 57 overall that he is, just sits back there. And they're literally about to push us out of field goal range. That is how bad that this game is going for us right now. We started at the 24. We ran 2 plays, and we're back at the 38. This is ridiculous. Come on, man. Just throw the ball. And there it is. Wide open is Wilcox. And we get back to where we started. We lost 16 or 14 yards. We get 16 of them back. And we're going to go for the field goal. Can we get another play? Come on now. Oh, Baker's going to run it. Oh, he doesn't. He chucks it across the field. What is happening? He could not have seen him. What just happened? That was not even life. This guy is running so far to the left that he's literally on his own sideline and just chucks it across to our bench and just finds Emmett McCoy sitting there all by himself. That is the most Madden pass I have ever seen in my life. I don't even know what to say. And they're going to try for a field goal. This could be our chance here, guys. This is a 60-yard attempt. Come on, miss it. Don't you dare make it. Oh, they missed it. They thank the Lord. There we go. We both missed 60-yarders today. There it is, guys. Preseason game number 1 is done. We pull out the very, very slight victory over the Jets, 20-17. We had an up and down day. We didn't get any sacks. We didn't really pressure the passer as much as I would have liked. Our defense did make some plays, forced some turnovers, and we had a little bit of glimpses from the offense in some key areas. Next week, we definitely have to see if Hopkins is going to play a little bit better. We have the Dolphins next week, so that'll be a pretty good matchup. Favre versus Hopkins for the first half. And then we finish off with Washington football team, which should be another good matchup for us. I think we have some good things to look at. There's obviously things that we still have to work on, but this team, even with the big offseason, wasn't going to be fixed overnight. You can't just be good after one offseason. We're going to have to build these guys up. I might have to tinker with the playbook a little bit, you know, change a couple of things up, maybe take a play out, add a play, whatever the case. We'll see how it goes over the next few games, because like I said, I tested this book. It looked magnificent in some of my tests, but then it looked really bad here. And that could have just been, you know, the sim. You sort of are at the mercy of the sim, even when you're watching the game, because that's just how Madden works. So we'll see what happens next week. But I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you drop a sub. Make sure you drop a like for me. And we'll see you next time.